Hey, what's up, guys? Today we are in a photo shoot that we're doing for myself and my friend over here. And the purpose of this is to get some headshots for us and use it as some form of advertisement, whatever we need for. I honestly don't have a lot of photos of myself, much less something that looks something rather professional. So that's why we're here. I didn't really plan to do anything during this photo shoot, but I figured I could at least just put my phone and start recording while I did all the work and try to get any form of educational content out of this. So what I will do is just walk you through what I was thinking or going for in the moment. That way maybe you can gain some insight into what goes through the head of someone doing a photo shoot. So to start off, I am using my Sony a7 IV with a 50mm lens, Sony G Master 1.4. The f-stop or f-number, whatever you want to call it, is a setting on the lens that controls how wide the lens opens when taking a photo. So a lower f-stop number, like f over 1.8 or f over 2.8, it means a wider opening, so it lets in more light, and it also creates that blurry background that everybody loves when taking pictures so that the subject stands out. So the higher the number, the less light that goes in. But at the same time, if you want a sharper background, so not everything is blurry, you will have to go up in the f-stop number. So just have that in consideration. Now, the number one thing I'm gonna recommend when you're gonna start taking pictures professionally is do not use automatic settings. You must learn how to use the manual settings on your camera so that you can control the ISO, the aperture, and the shutter speed. Trust me, the moment you do that and you stop relying on automatic settings, you're gonna notice a huge difference in your photos. I could go on about saying what each of those mean. There's a million videos on that if you want to look them up. I'll probably do one just to give my perspective on it, but yes, just go out there, look it up, because it is so important. And it also applies to anything that has to do with video, but just note that there is a slight difference into how they apply. Okay, now on to the photo shoot. Just for reference, I was using a 1.4 aperture and a shutter speed of around 200. Alright, so during this shoot, my main focus was keeping things natural and comfortable for her. Just like in music recording, the first few takes or photos are going to be getting warmed up, getting into it, so it's mostly just not really thinking about it and just shooting. You'll see me move around a lot, and that's because I'm always looking for different angles and little details in the environment that can make the shots more interesting. You will see that part of what I wanted was to grab this area right here and place it behind her head, kind of like a halo. So I always try to look for some shapes in the background, circles, triangles, squares, so they can somehow match the subject in any way. I also want to add that using symmetry is one of my favorite things. It just kind of gives this very cool aesthetic to the photo. So definitely try that out whenever you have a background that allows it. Something I have found that really helps whenever I'm doing photo shoots, it's allowing the subject or the model to see what I'm taking. If you have an iPad, there's apps depending on your camera that allow you to mirror what you're seeing, so you can let the model see exactly what you're doing, and that usually allows and helps her have a different pose or do something different that would benefit the photo shoot. In her case, she's also a photographer, so she already had poses that know that work, and this made it obviously way easier for her and for myself. There are booklets and PDF and things online that you can find that will show you a bunch of different poses that you can try, and it's a good resource to have handy if you're just starting out as well. Just like I was. I also find really important that at some point of the photo shoot, you take a moment, you sit down and kind of review all that you have done, just in case you have to redo one of the photos that you liked, that you might have missed a little detail on. Something that I knew would happen at some point is that I always forget something. And in this case, thankfully, I had it in my car, which is this, I guess, cage that I'm gonna show at some point. But I was thinking of bringing my little gimbal for the phone to be able to, I don't know, perhaps set it down at some point and take some video, some footage of me taking the pictures and bring something out of it. But the number one thing I guess I can take from this is, if you think you might need something, just bring it. It doesn't matter if it's gonna occupy a little bit more space. It's that little truth, what they say. Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Like other things in life. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful or enjoyed coming along on the shoot, please give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to follow along as I keep learning and sharing more behind the scenes content, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.